It was winter in the UK, and the engines on the island of Sodor knew that snow was on its way. Every wise engine knows that you have to be very cautious in this type of weather. Some of the trains hate snow because of how careful they have to be, but Rosie loves it. She likes seeing the children play in it and sometimes admires the snowmen that they make with them. One day, Rosie stopped beside James at a junction. The points that James had to use were frozen and wouldn't work, so his train was delayed.
Oh, hi, James. Lovely weather we're having, isn't it?
Lovely. Let me tell you, Red Hen, that snow is both deep and obnoxious. Furthermore, it causes us engines nothing but delays and scoldings from the fat man.
True, but you need to just relax and enjoy it. Also, don't call me a redhead.
Like I would ever take your advice like that.
That's it. I thought we were a couple ever since September, but I guess not. I can't take this feud anymore, so I'm out of here.
Good thing we got away from him because of this. Why don't we do what you said? Relax.
Enjoy the snow. Okay then.
So Rosie cooled down her temper by taking some deep breaths, and soon enough everything was settled and they were on their way normal again, just like magic.
In this world of complexitous complication, in this world of peculiarous puzzleization, in this world of ridiculous ruffianization, there comes a time for relaxification. Your life's full of boulders, but shrug your shoulders, just shrug your shoulders. Relax.
We're almost at Knapp Ford Driver.
You're right. Just a few more minutes and we'll be there.
In this world,
Well, we made it. Just like I said.
I know.
Just then, Sir Topham Hatt's voice was heard from the PA system.
Attention all passengers. The snowdrifts heading out of this station are too deep for trains to go through, so all trains will be delayed until further notice.
Oh dear!
But shouldn't we just keep these plows on and clear the tracks? I mean, I have the Express, the most fine...
Keep talking about the important Express, you Paul, and you might end up running out of puff one day.
But what about my passengers?
It's a good thing they don't have to do their job in the cold breeze, while I'm here running on my branch line doing my job in the cold weather.
They could just keep warm inside the coaches as I chuff along.
Besides, dude, you do not like to be late, do you?
Well, don't get me wrong, Henry. I mind it pretty well, but I'm afraid Douglas is right.
So there isn't a special?
I suppose not.
Dang it!
The engines had never felt more anxious. But meanwhile for James...
Man, he's so rude!
I know. What's he gonna do? Trap the girl in the snow for having the opposite opinion from his?
Spinning sausages! I've got it! I've got the girl both red-handed and trapped!
Just then, James spoke to the trucks.
Hey guys!
And with that, he told them about his plan, which involved the trucks' usual nasty behavior.
I don't know if I'll ever be on one of her goods trains.
Don't worry, I've thought about that.
Since ULP had wanted to be a part of Rosie's goods train that she was supposed to take to Barrel and Furnace for people on the mainland who were cold the next day, James had thought of a way to attach him to Rosie's train since he thought that Rosie might like him. After all, Rosie did used to be pink just like ULP was. When James arrived at Knapford Yard, he said in his biggest boomy voice.
Everyone in this yard, if you need vans on your goods trains, then don't use ULP.
What? Huh. What do you know?
See, guys, I knew I was a genius.
Then James said this in his head.
Now that ULP is the only van in that yard, I can take Rosie to him.
This was part of James's idea to bury Rosie in the snow and look at ULP looking more beautiful in the snow within the sun and the whiteness.
So, if you see a van marked ULP, then use him. Also, can I attach a brake van to your train?
Now Rosie knew that James hated this kind of stuff, but since James had told him about ULP's pinkness, she surprisingly agreed.
Okay then.
But what she didn't know was that this was a part of James's evil and naughty plan. The next day, Rosie attached to her goods train that needed to be taken to the mainland. But James didn't attach a brake van to Rosie. He attached himself to use himself as one and as bait.
Okay, it's coupled up.
And with that, Rosie and James got carted off. While James was pushing Fred Pelhay, Rosie was making good progress while puffing out of the station. A little while later, Rosie began to feel less energy. She also began to feel a little thirsty as well.
Well, time to get some water, so I'll have plenty of energy to keep going.
Or you won't need that blasted old ancient thing to keep you alive.
Really? Why not?
Because you can get plenty of energy from us.
Wait, what?
Faster! Faster!
Man, James sure is a genius.
Oh well. Anyways,
Fortunately, her crew jumped clear.
What the?
driver! Oh crud! Now I only have my conductor. Guard, brake. Guard.
On the mainland, just before Barrow and Furnace, there was an emergency sighting. Although the buffers had been taken down there due to them being old, so any engine who was on a runaway had to be very careful and not fall off the tracks when going there. Rosie was heading straight towards the siding and was going too fast to be careful.
Let's go!
Find help!
Whoa! Look out for snow!
Now to get back at my crew.
So this is what James has had us to do. Freeze her?
Oh no!
Soon enough, Harvey came to get the trucks back on the track and to pull Rosie out of the snow.
Everyone okay?
I think so.
Surely the guard could have prevented all this. I'll go talk to him.
But
Huh? He's not here.
I think we've got some explaining to do.
What are you talking about?
I want to know what exactly the story is.
And it led us to this point.
So that's why you mentioned James, Fred.
oops.
Well, if anything, I think you guys did the right thing exposing his plan.
Luckily, on the bank beside Rosie was a piece of track, so Harvey went towards there and was able to haul her back onto the rails soon enough. Meanwhile, at Tinma's sheds, James was having a little minor celebration, but then what he saw coming towards him was going to make his victory short-lived, I'm afraid.
What? How?
James! I am very upset with you. You have caused confusion and delay with that antic of yours.
You nearly had me freezing, you know.
That'll do, Rosie. James, you're lucky that Rosie's crew jumped out of her cab before she fell on her side in the snow on the mainland. Otherwise, it would have been a different story.
But how did you... Yes, sir.
And I think there's someone you should apologize to.
Fine. Sorry, Rosie.
Enough of that. James, there will be a consequence for you once I find the time to arrange it.
Oh, man!
You would not believe the punishment that James got. Thanks for the spare cooking stove, Topham. We'll use this one while our old one is in the works on the mainland being mended.
You're welcome, sir. Hopefully your cooking stove won't be repaired for years.
I guess I forgive you.
Where did you all come from? I don't understand.
Well, guys, I think we've learned a very important lesson here. Please don't do anything dumb that will result in you getting all cooked up. Get it?